Hey guys, Andy Godwin from Andy Godwin Fishing. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk everything crappie and everything bass fishing. We give you a lot of tips and tricks that's helped me catch fish for the past 40 years, and we'll also throw in a little bit of tournament coverage. So thanks for tuning in. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Thank you guys very much. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Jig Skirt Colors in stained muddy water. Right now, this time of year, we have a lot of rain, lakes come up, we have a lot of wind, lakes get stained, sometimes they'll get muddy. So it all depends on if you're in stained water or muddy water, or what you want to flip whenever you're flipping and casting your jigs. I'm also going to tell you what color trailer that I like to put on them, depending on the color of the water. So let's get to it. My first one is when the water's kind of stained, a pretty good bit. So I like to use something that has a little bit of black, brown chartreuse in it. This here is called the Missouri Craw. As you can see, your black has some pumpkin in it, has some chartreuse in it. And when I'm pairing this in the stained water, I generally like to have a good silhouette with it, so I'll use like a black trailer on it. So I'll use either like the Jewel Finesse Craw on it, in a black looking color, or I'll use the Zoom Critter Craw. Doesn't matter which one you use; both of them work just as well. So that's what I use in a stained water. That's one of my favorite colors. One of my other favorite colors, if it's a little heavier stain to it, I go to the Texas Craw, which is black, red flake, has some darker looking pumpkin in it, so a little bit more brown to it. And I either pair this with a brown trailer to it, or I'll pair it with a black craw on it. Either one of them seems to work pretty well. The heavier the stain is, the more I'll lean towards a black type trailer. This here is one of my favorite colors in a stained water, and this here is the gourd green with the orange on it. As you can tell, if it's not stained too heavy, this is my go-to color, and I generally trail it with a green pumpkin trailer, either type of trailer that you want to use. I generally use the Jewel Finesse Craw. Now this here is one of my favorite. Is when we're in the stained water. If it's not really stained up too bad, this is my go-to, especially on the river systems. Since we have a lot of crawdads in it that turn this color. This is just a solid brown living rubber type skirt, and I pair this with a green pumpkin trailer. Like I said, I use the Aikens Craw, or the Jewel Finesse Craw on the back of it. Used to be the Aikens Craw, now it's the Jewel Finesse Craw. Works really good. Now, if we're pretty stained up and pretty heavily, a lot of chocolate to it, I'm no different than anybody else. I want a dark jig. So generally, my jig skirt on it will be a black with a blue flash in it, and I'll pair this with a black trailer. Sometimes I'll even go to like a sapphire blue type trailer to it, but I generally use the black trailer on this one more than I do anything. So, whoops. That's the type of jig setup that I use in stained to muddy water. The more stained it is, the darker color that I go to, and the darker color craw I'll go to. The lighter stain to it, I'll go to, this tile with like a green pumpkin trailer on it, or something like this that's got a little bit of flash in it. I like real well. So I hope these tips help you out and help you catch a few more fish this spring. Thanks for watching. Till next time, good fishing, man.